Couples, what's the fight you still think about to this day? So, my husband and I are currently cooling down from a fight, and he called me a few things, including a-hole. Everything is a bit of a mess right now, so emotions are running high, but I really need a sanity check and maybe some fresh arguments because I feel like we are going in circles. Long story long, my husband had a daughter when he was in his early 20s with his ex-girlfriend. They were not good for each other, a lot of fighting and just emotional abuse. So they split just before the child was born. He has been very open about this in our relationship and how he regrets not taking more care to not get her pregnant because they were young and immature and stupid. He never really got to build a relationship with his daughter. Her mother would just keep the kid from him and made it clear that she did not want him in their life. He has paid child support the whole way through, but it has been uphill for our entire relationship. When we met, my husband had matured greatly and was eventually ready to start a family. We've been married for 8 years now and have 2 kids together. Our son is 6 and our daughter is 4. They don't even know about their half-sister, which is another mess we'd have to navigate. So I have seen a bit from the sideline of how his ex operates. When our first child was born, his ex went for more child support because if he can afford a new kid, he can afford to pay up. She is always being super nasty in any conversation they might have, and she taught their daughter the same thing. He has tried to at least get a phone call for Christmas, and last year his daughter said some really awful things on that call, calling him deadbeat and other awful things, telling him she hates him and never wants to get to know him. She is 13 now, so I know that her mother is still influencing her a lot, but she is also reaching an age where he can't just say that she doesn't know what she is saying or how hurtful it is. So my husband has basically given up trying. None of them want him to try, so he resigned to that. I watched him cry after that Christmas call, and I honestly thought we were done with this chapter of our lives. A few days ago, he got a call from CPS. The core of it is that his daughter told a teacher that she was being SA'd at home. CPS showed up and her mother split, disappearing. No forwarding address, no contact info, just gone. They want her to come live with us since we're her only known family. The caseworker was pretty matter-of-fact about it. They need placement immediately, and we're the biological father. She mentioned that without family placement, she'd likely end up in group care since there's a shortage of foster families for teens. My husband wants to decline. He has no relationship with this child. She seems to hate his guts. We have younger children, and honestly, no experience dealing with trauma like that. He believes she would be better off with a foster family who knows what they are dealing with. During our fight, he kept saying things like, she's practically a stranger, and what if she hurts our kids, and we're not equipped for this. I told him that there is no way this kid gets abused, abandoned, and then rejected by the only family she has left. We are taking her in, and we will figure out the rest. That poor kid needs some stability, not getting tossed around in the system. I keep thinking about our own kids. Would we want someone to turn their backs on them if they needed help? The caseworker gave us 48 hours to decide. Our house is barely big enough as it is. Our youngest still has nightmares, and I know this would turn our world upside down, but I can't stomach the thought of this girl going into foster care when she has family. Currently, we are not in agreement, and I know that he has the last word since I'm just his partner and not related to this girl. Am I being unreasonable in thinking this is a huge red flag and that he needs to step up to be a father for her too?